What is up, Cinema Masters? Hope you guys are doing well, and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be talking about 3 reasons that filmmakers are struggling to get clients. Let's go. All right, so before we jump into the video, for any of you guys that are watching this that are, maybe you're already getting clients, or you're getting clients at a high level, or you're getting paid really well as a filmmaker, this video is probably not for you. But for anybody that is, maybe you're kind of in the place where you're doing good work, you're getting some clients, but you really want to produce better work, you really want to get more clients, you really want to get clients to pay you better, I want to invite you to check out a free training that I have down in the description below. In this video, I'm going to give you a quick primer over some of the reasons why filmmakers are struggling to get clients. But if you want to go deeper into this and really learn like the 3 phases of growing a video production company and how to get clients and get them to pay you good rates and pay you what you're worth, check out the link down in the description below. It's like a 40-minute training where I go in depth into all this stuff. It's completely free. You just have to put in your email address. I'll send it right to you, and you can check it out there. So go ahead and take a look. So here we go. Reason number 1 that filmmakers struggle to get clients is that they don't have a system for getting leads. Now, leads are prospects. Leads are people that are interested in working with you. Anybody who has raised their hand and said, I'm interested in talking to you. I'm curious about what you do. I'm interested in what you do. I maybe want to work together. Let's hop on a phone call. They sent you an email. Whatever, you met them at a networking event, whatever it is, that is a lead. In order to grow as a filmmaker and grow in your clients, you've got to have a system for getting these leads. Now, what most filmmakers do is they just create work. They put it out there, they post it on social media, they put it on their website and their portfolio. Maybe if they're like at least somewhat decent at this, they're sending out an email to a few people, maybe pitching to some cold clients, and just basically putting their work out there and hoping that maybe somebody will call them and contact them. How many of you guys feel like this? Okay, so if you're in that phase right now, what you need is a system for getting leads. Rather than just going out there and going to networking events, talking to people, randomly meeting people, and waiting for someone to call you, which is what I call hope and pray marketing, because you're literally, let's be honest, just hoping and praying that somebody's going to contact you. You need to build a system for getting leads. When I was starting out, I remember having the same issue where there were literally months where I would not get a single phone call or a single new client. And I was waiting for when my next client was going to come. And then I would get a phone call and I would get a client, and then it would be like, oh, thank goodness, like I'll be able to survive for the next couple of months. So that's not a good place to be in, because then your business is always like a roller coaster. It's up and down. You never know when your next client is going to come in. Things are good. It's feast and famine. Then you have bad days or bad months where things are going wrong. And that's just not the way to run a business. You want to have a system for getting leads, converting them into clients, and then getting them to rehire and refer you. Number 2 is that most filmmakers don't know how to sell. Now, when I talk about selling, I'm not talking about being a slimy, sleazy salesman that's annoying you and bugging you and trying to get you to buy something that you don't want. There's a difference between that and what you should be doing, which is the real way to sell. So it's like the difference between a door-to-door salesman and a doctor. How many of you guys have had door-to-door salesmen come to your door and try to sell you something that you don't want? I actually had one just recently that came, knocked on the door. Normally, I don't even answer the door when this happens because I can see them on our camera and I just know. But I think I thought it was like an Amazon package or something. I opened the door. I knew immediately that I'd made a mistake. And the salesman immediately just jumped in trying to sell me this thing and that I had no idea what it was. I didn't ask him for it. I didn't tell him that I was interested in it. I wasn't interested. And immediately just trying to like get me to buy his thing. Now, that's how door-to-door salesmen do it, right? If you contrast that with like how a doctor does it, doctors are expert salesmen, okay? They're the best in the business. The way a doctor works is quite a bit different. So recently I went to the doctor. I sat down in a room with the doctor and I started telling him about what my problems were. Here's what I'm dealing with. Here are some of my symptoms. Here's what's happening. Here's what I'm trying to solve. Here's the problems. Here's what I want. Here's what I like. And he asked me a lot of questions. He says, well, are you feeling this? Where are you feeling it? Where's the pain at? Do you prefer vaccines or do you prefer pills? Do you prefer swallow pills or do you prefer chewable pills, right? I personally like the chewable tablets. Anyway, so he's asking me all these questions and figuring out what my problem was and what I needed and what I wanted. And then what he did is he prescribed a solution to that problem. Business is all about solving problems. If you are a filmmaker and you're making videos for clients, you are in the business of solving people's problems. And when it comes to being a salesman, prescribe, don't sell. And when I talk about prescribing, what it really means is learning how to communicate with your clients in their terms. What most filmmakers do is we go into a client meeting, we start talking about the lighting and the composition and the camera settings and how it's going to be super cool because we're going to have these actors and these really cool lighting setups and these cool locations and everything like that. And that's all cool and fine and dandy and it's great, but ultimately what the client's looking for is a business result, not just a good-looking video. And so you got to learn how to communicate on their terms. Talk to them about the results that the video is going to get them. Talk to them about what is going to happen with the video, how you're going to make it, how it's going to work for them, how they're going to distribute it, how it's going to help them solve their problems that they have. And you will get way more clients from doing that, and they'll be willing to pay you way more. And number 3 reason why filmmakers are struggling to get clients kind of piggybacks off of the last one. Once you know how to sell a business result to a client, the reason why filmmakers are struggling to get clients is because they don't know how to get that result for a client. You know, I was reading in one of my journals recently. So way back from years ago, I was writing in a journal and it was just this like one line a day that I would write every single day, just kind of a recap of what I was thinking or what I was feeling that day or what was going on. And I read this line in my journal that kind of stuck out to me. And it's kind of crazy because this was back when I was starting my video production business. I was probably a year or two in, but like things were only kind of mediocre, like not going super well. And so I read this journal entry and it said in it, wondering today, if my work is so good, why am I still struggling to get clients? And nowadays it kind of seems funny to me because the answer to that question is super clear. But I know at the time it was really hard for me to understand, like, well, if my work is good and I'm producing high quality films, why aren't people hiring me? And the truth and the answer to this is that when it comes down to it, as a filmmaker, it's not the quality of your work that sells. I'm sorry. And I know that kind of sucks to hear a little bit. As an artist, you have this internal fulfillment that comes from creating high quality work, from creating amazing, beautiful cinematic films. And that's important. Like, I teach that as well. And that's important to me. Like, I have whole programs dedicated to teaching how to create work that is cinematic. And so as an artist, you know, that's important to me to like feel fulfilled in my work and be creating the type of work that I want to create. But when it comes to running a business, running the business is a separate skill set. And what sells, what your client is looking for, is not just a high quality video. It's actually a business result. So figure out what it is, first of all, that your clients are looking for. What is the result that they want? What are the problems that they have? And then learn and ask them how you can solve those problems for them using your video services. So instead of just offering your clients a video, you should be offering them an entire video strategy. What happens with most filmmakers is that their clients already have a marketing strategy or a sales strategy and they know what direction they're going with that, and they just need a video to be part of that strategy. So they go out and they hire you as a contractor to make a video, and then they take that video and they put it into their strategy. Okay, so if you're just a contractor who just makes the video, number one, you're not going to get a lot of clients. And number two, they're not going to pay you very much because you're just kind of the video guy, right? Instead, if you can become a consultant to the client and come to them and say, look, here's not just a video, but here's an entire marketing strategy for you that revolves around video, you are going to have so much more success because now, rather than just being the contractor that makes the video, you are the consultant, the authority in this space that is helping them to get a business result. And when you do that, they will be more likely to hire you. They'll be more likely to pay you higher rates. And then more importantly, they'll have such a good experience with you that they will want to rehire you and refer you to their friends because they actually got a business result from working with you and not just a pretty video. So there you go. There's 3 reasons why filmmakers are struggling to get clients. Once again, if you're interested in learning more about this and want to go deeper on this topic, feel free to check out the training down below. It's 100% free, and it's like a 40-minute training where I go in depth in exactly the 3 phases of how to grow a video production company, get clients, and get them to pay you high rates as a filmmaker. So go ahead and check it out. Hope you guys enjoy it, and we will see you on the next video.